From the streets of San Diego to commanding the global stage as the undisputed queen of drag, RuPaul Charles has transformed personal reinvention into an empire that continues to dazzle in 2026. With a net worth of $60 million and 14 Primetime Emmy Awards under his belt, RuPaul stands as the most decorated and influential figure in reality television and LGBTQ culture. What began as a bold act of defiance against a difficult childhood has blossomed into a legacy that redefines glamour, resilience, and self-expression. But how does this icon unwind when the cameras stop rolling? What does $60 million truly buy when you have already conquered the world? Stick around as we step inside the private world of RuPaul, where every detail tells the story of a life lived unapologetically fierce. Early life and struggles. RuPaul Andre Charles entered the world on November 17, 1960 in San Diego, California, the youngest of 4 children born, to Ernestine Toni Fontanette and Irving Andrew Charles. The family navigated a modest and often unstable existence, shaped by the lingering challenges of the civil rights era and the complexities of a working-class black household in mid-century America. His parents' marriage was marked by constant tension and volatility, a backdrop that taught young RuPaul early lessons in survival and performance. By the time he was 7, the divorce left his mother to raise the children largely on her own, with his older sisters stepping in as surrogate caregivers during turbulent times. His mother, Toni, played a pivotal yet complicated role in shaping his spirit. Though she battled her own demons and could be fiercely sharp-tongued with outsiders, she instilled in RuPaul an unshakable belief that he was destined for greatness. She once confided that a psychic had predicted his stardom, a prophecy she clung to even in their leanest moments. This maternal faith became a quiet anchor, encouraging him to embrace his creativity and uniqueness when the world outside offered little acceptance. His father, by contrast, remained largely absent after the split, a figure whose influence lingered more as a cautionary tale of unfulfilled potential than as a guiding hand. Life in that broken home came with profound trials. The household erupted into chaos when Toni discovered her husband's infidelity. In a moment of raw anguish, she doused his car with gasoline and attempted to set it ablaze, an incident RuPaul later described as a pivotal trauma that forced him to dissociate and find refuge in imagination. Growing up black and queer in 1970s, San Diego added layers of isolation. Schoolyard taunts and societal expectations weighed heavily, yet these very pressures fueled his determination to craft an alter ego that could not be diminished. Poverty meant stretching every dollar and learning to improvise, skills that later translated into the resourceful, larger-than-life persona audiences adore. These early hardships did not break him. Instead, they forged the diplomatic resilience and fearless authenticity that would propel him forward. Even in the darkest chapters, RuPaul discovered the power of transformation, turning personal pain into the foundation of a career that celebrates every shade of self-expression. Transitioning from those formative struggles, RuPaul carried the same unyielding drive into his professional path, where each step built upon the lessons of his youth and turned hardship into high art. Career journey. RuPaul's professional story began in the vibrant underground scene of 1980s Atlanta, where he honed his craft, performing in local clubs, and embracing the full spectrum of drag as both art and armor. He relocated to New York City in the late 80s, immersing himself in the club world and catching the eye of industry tastemakers with his magnetic stage presence and unmistakable charisma. His breakthrough arrived in 1993 with the release of the album Supermodel of the World, whose lead single Supermodel You Better Work became a global dance anthem and introduced mainstream audiences to a drag queen who refused to be confined by convention. That same year, he secured a landmark modeling contract as the face of MAC Cosmetics' Viva Glam campaign, becoming one of the first drag performers to front a major beauty brand and shattering barriers along the way. The true turning point came in 2009 when he launched RuPaul's Drag Race, a reality competition series that crowned America's next drag superstar while simultaneously educating, entertaining, and elevating an entire art form. What started as a niche logo TV show exploded into a cultural phenomenon, spawning international spin-offs, all-stars editions, and a global fan base that spans generations. The series not only showcased extraordinary talent, but also became a platform for conversations on identity, resilience, and joy, earning RuPaul the title of the world's most famous drag queen from Fortune magazine. Over 17 seasons and counting, the show has generated hundreds of millions in revenue and cemented RuPaul's role as producer, host, and visionary. His achievements extend far beyond the runway. RuPaul has earned 14 Primetime Emmy Awards, including multiple wins for Outstanding Host for a reality or competition program, making him the most decorated person of color in Emmy history. He has also collected 3 GLAAD Media Awards, a Critics' Choice Television Award, 2 Billboard Music Awards, a Tony Award, and a Guinness World Record. Beyond television, he has authored best-selling books, released multiple music albums, and expanded his brand into merchandise, live tours, and even a line of canned cocktails. Each milestone reflects the same grit that carried him through childhood adversity, proving that authenticity paired with relentless work ethic can rewrite the rules of entertainment. As Drag Race continues to dominate ratings and cultural conversations well into 2026, RuPaul's empire stands as a testament to what happens when one person dares to live their truth on the grandest stage imaginable. With such extraordinary success fueling a lifestyle of refined luxury, it is only natural to wonder how RuPaul chooses to invest his fortune in the spaces he calls home. Let us now step inside 3 of his most impressive properties, each offering a unique window into his world of elegance and comfort. Real Estates, the Beverly Hills Crown Jewel, $20 million. Nestled in one of Los Angeles' most prestigious enclaves, this $20 million estate serves as RuPaul's primary California residence and the crown jewel of his real estate portfolio. Upon entering the grand foyer, guests are greeted by a sweeping staircase that sets an immediate tone of refined drama and effortless flow between levels. The formal living room offers plush seating arrangements perfect for intimate conversations or larger gatherings, while the expansive ballroom functions as the heart of the home, an ideal space for hosting celebrations with its commanding presence and thoughtful layout designed for movement and connection. Adjacent areas include a professional-grade chef's kitchen equipped with high-end appliances and custom cabinetry that make meal preparation a seamless experience, paired with a bright breakfast nook that invites casual mornings overlooking the grounds. A dedicated production office suite provides a streamlined workspace where ideas for new projects can take shape without ever leaving the property, complete with a generous conference setup and everything needed for creative collaboration. Upstairs, the primary bedroom suite offers a private sanctuary with a luxurious bath featuring a deep soaking tub and custom fixtures that promote total relaxation after long days on set. Guest bedrooms maintain the same level of comfort and attention to detail, ensuring visitors feel equally pampered. What truly elevates daily living is the outdoor pool area, a serene retreat with a spa-like extension that allows for both invigorating laps and leisurely afternoons in the California sun. Every corner of this home reflects RuPaul's commitment to creating environments that inspire creativity and provide genuine respite, seamlessly blending functionality with the kind of understated sophistication that defines his personal style. This Beverly Hills property stands as the pinnacle of his current holdings, a space where professional ambition and personal peace coexist in perfect harmony. Moving from the polished energy of Beverly Hills to the expansive openness of the American West reveals another side of RuPaul's refined taste, where vast landscapes meet equally thoughtful interiors. The Wyoming Ranch Haven, $12 million. Located on the sprawling acreage shared with his husband in Converse, County, this $12 million ranch residence, offers a striking contrast to the urban sophistication of Beverly Hills while maintaining the same commitment to comfort and elegance. The interior centers around a generous great room that serves as the social hub, with open sightlines that encourage easy conversation and relaxed entertaining among family and close friends. A large dining area flows naturally from the main living space, featuring a table designed for memorable meals that can accommodate both quiet evenings and larger gatherings with equal ease. The kitchen here emphasizes practicality and warmth, with ample workspace and high-quality appliances that support everything from simple ranch-inspired dishes to more elaborate preparations. A separate office nook provides a peaceful spot for reflection or business matters, keeping the focus on productivity without sacrificing the home's overall sense of tranquility. Private quarters include a master suite that feels like a true retreat, complete with an adjoining bath that prioritizes calm and rejuvenation through its thoughtful fixtures and layout. Additional bedrooms offer flexible space for guests or personal pursuits, each designed with the same attention to comfort and flow. Outside, the property features its own dedicated outdoor pool, a refreshing centerpiece that provides a place to unwind beneath wide skies and enjoy the natural surroundings in complete privacy. This Wyoming home perfectly complements RuPaul's multifaceted life, offering a grounded yet luxurious escape where the pace slows and creativity can recharge. The thoughtful balance of open communal areas and private sanctuaries makes it an ideal counterpart to the more formal Beverly Hills estate, demonstrating how RuPaul curates spaces that adapt to every chapter of his journey. From the wide open spaces of the ranch, we transition to a more intimate yet equally indulgent retreat that rounds out RuPaul's impressive collection of residences, the Malibu Coastal Escape, $7 million. Perched along the scenic California coastline, this $7 million property delivers a more intimate scale of luxury while preserving the same impeccable standards evident in the other homes. The interior highlights an open-concept living and dining area that creates an effortless sense of connection, ideal for enjoying ocean breezes while hosting smaller, more personal gatherings. A well-appointed kitchen anchors the space with efficient design and premium finishes that make everyday cooking feel elevated and enjoyable. Private living quarters feature a master suite tailored for rest and renewal, accompanied by a spa-inspired bath that emphasizes tranquility through its clean lines and soothing layout. Guest accommodations maintain the home's cohesive style, providing comfortable and welcoming environments for visitors. A dedicated relaxation lounge offers an additional space for reading or quiet contemplation, keeping the focus on restorative experiences without unnecessary extravagance. The highlight remains the outdoor pool, a beautifully integrated feature that serves as the perfect extension of indoor living and invites moments of peaceful reflection or light exercise right at the water's edge. This Malibu residence functions as a sophisticated yet approachable third pillar in RuPaul's property portfolio, offering a coastal perspective that balances the grandeur of Beverly Hills with the serenity of Wyoming. Together, these three homes illustrate a lifestyle of intentional variety, where each property supports a different facet of a life lived with purpose, creativity, and unapologetic joy. From multi-million-dollar estates to carefully chosen details throughout, RuPaul's real estate choices reflect the same thoughtful curation he brings to every aspect of his public and private worlds. With luxurious homes providing the perfect backdrop, it is time to explore how RuPaul travels in style through his carefully selected car collection, each vehicle chosen to match his refined tastes and active schedule. Car collection. RuPaul's automotive choices reflect a preference for vehicles that combine elegance, reliability, and just the right touch of presence, perfectly suited to a man who moves between red carpet events, ranch life, and everyday errands with equal grace. At the top of the collection sits a Rolls-Royce Phantom valued at $800,000, a flagship sedan that serves as his preferred choice for high-profile appearances and special occasions in Los Angeles. He often describes sliding into its spacious cabin after a long day on set as the ultimate way to decompress, enjoying the smooth ride that allows him to review notes or simply savor a moment of quiet luxury while gliding through city streets. The Phantom has become something of a trusted companion for award season nights and important meetings, embodying the effortless sophistication that defines his public image without ever feeling ostentatious. Next in the lineup is a Bentley Bentayga, priced at $350,000, a versatile SUV that proves especially practical when traveling between the Wyoming ranch and California properties. RuPaul appreciates its ability to handle longer journeys with supreme comfort, making it the go-to vehicle for cross-state drives or when extra space is needed for luggage and occasional guests. He has shared light-hearted stories of loading the Bentayga for ranch weekends, noting how its refined engineering turns what could be a tiring trip into an enjoyable extension of his lifestyle. The Bentley bridges the gap between urban polish and countryside capability, offering a level of performance and presence that aligns seamlessly with his dual-coast existence. Rounding out the collection is a classic Mercedes-Benz SL Roadster acquired for $150,000, a timeless piece that holds special sentimental value as a nod to his long-standing appreciation for iconic design. RuPaul enjoys taking this model out for shorter, more leisurely drives along scenic routes near his homes where its responsive handling and open-air option provide a refreshing change of pace. He has been known to demonstrate basic maintenance tasks on the vehicle himself during relaxed afternoons, turning the experience into a meditative ritual that connects him to the simple pleasures of ownership. This Mercedes represents the more personal side of his collection, a car that reminds him of the joy found in well-crafted machines that have stood the test of time. Together, these three vehicles form a thoughtful and purposeful garage that supports every chapter of RuPaul's dynamic routine, proving that even in transportation he values quality, versatility, and a touch of personal history. Shifting from the roads he travels to the relationships that anchor his world brings us to the deeply personal side of RuPaul's life, where love, family, and community provide the true foundation beneath all the glamour. Personal life. At the center of RuPaul's personal world stands his husband, Georges Lebar, with whom he has shared a profound partnership since meeting on the dance floor of New York's Limelight nightclub in 1994. Their relationship blossomed quietly over more than 2 decades before they exchanged vows in a private ceremony in 2017, marking 23 years of commitment. The couple has chosen to maintain an open marriage, a dynamic RuPaul has spoken about candidly in interviews as one that works for them through honesty and mutual respect rather than traditional expectations of exclusivity. While this choice has drawn criticism from some quarters who view it as unconventional, RuPaul has responded with characteristic authenticity, emphasizing that every relationship must be defined by the people within it rather than outside judgment. He and Georges continue to prioritize laughter, kindness, and shared adventures, splitting time between their California and Wyoming homes in a rhythm that keeps their bond vibrant and strong. Although the couple has no children, their chosen family extends through close friends, collaborators, and the broader LGBTQ community that has benefited from RuPaul's advocacy for decades. He remains actively involved in supporting organizations that champion equality and visibility, often using his platform to amplify voices that might otherwise go unheard. These efforts mirror the resilience and inclusivity he brings to every season of Drag Race, where personal stories of triumph and struggle become universal lessons in courage. In 2026, RuPaul's personal life continues to reflect the same fearless honesty that defines his public persona, proving that true success includes building a home life rooted in love that feels genuine rather than performative. Controversies have occasionally surfaced, particularly around his comments on certain aspects of drag culture and the environmental implications of leasing mineral rights on the Wyoming ranch. In each case, RuPaul has addressed concerns directly, owning his perspective while remaining open to growth and dialogue. These moments have only reinforced his reputation as someone who refuses to shy away from difficult conversations, always returning focus to the joy and empowerment that drag represents for so many. Ultimately, RuPaul's personal world serves as the quiet heartbeat behind the spotlight, where the same creativity and compassion that fuel his career also nurture the relationships and causes closest to his heart. It is this authenticity that makes his journey so relatable, showing that even icons with $60 million and 14 Emmys still find their greatest fulfillment in connection and purpose. As we close this inside look at the extraordinary lifestyle of RuPaul in 2026, remember that his story is ultimately one of transformation, courage, and unapologetic self-love. If you enjoyed this deep dive into his homes, cars, and personal world, hit that like button, subscribe for more celebrity lifestyle explorations, and let us know in the comments which part surprised you most. Turn on notifications so you never miss the next exclusive tour, and keep living your truth just like Ru does every single day. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next video.